I thought I'd make this video because I really don't like people saying things about me and they don't even know me. The king has hidden me, so that's why you don't see me. You know, it took a lot of courage to create MJB. I think you don't realize until you've been in my shoes the past 17 years. But I want to read to you this book. It's called You're Not from the Prairie by David Bouchard, images by Henry Riplinger, both from Saskatchewan. I'm from Saskatchewan. If you're not from the prairie, if you're not from the prairie, you don't know the sun. You can't know the sun. Diamonds that bounce off crisp winter snow, warm waters and dugouts in lakes that we know. The sun is our friend from when we are young. A child of the prairie is part of the sun. If you're not from the prairie, you don't know our sun. If you're not from the prairie, you don't know the wind. You can't know the wind. Our cold winds of winter cut right to the core. Hot summer wind devils blow down the door. As children, we know when we play any game. The wind will be there, yet we play just the same. If you're not from the prairie, you don't know the wind. If you're not from the prairie, you don't know the sky. You can't know the sky. The bold prairie sky is clear, bright, and blue, though sometimes cloud messages give us a clue. Monstrous gray mushrooms can hint of a storm, or painted pink feathers say goodbye to the warm. If you're not from the prairie, you don't know the sky. If you're not from the prairie, you don't know it's flat. You've never seen flat. When travelers pass through our great plain, they all view our home, they all say the same. It's simple and flat. They've not learned to see the particular beauty that's now part of me. If you're not from the prairie, you don't know what's flat. If you're not from the prairie, you've not heard the grass, you've never heard grass. In strong summer winds, the grains and grass bend and sway to a dance that never seems to end. It whispers its secrets they tell of this land, and the rhythm of life played by nature's own hand. If you're not from the prairie, you've never heard grass. So you're not from the prairie, and yet you know snow. You think you know snow? Blizzards bring danger, as legends have told, and deep drifts we roughhouse, ignoring the cold. At times we look out at the great seas of white, so bright as the sun that we squeeze our eyes tight. If you're not from the prairie, you don't know snow. If you're not from the prairie, you don't know our trees. You can't know our trees. The trees that we know have taken so long to live through our seasons to grow tall and strong. They're loved and they're treasured. We watched as they grew. We knew they were special. The prairie has few. If you're not from the prairie, you don't know our trees. Still, you're not from the prairie, and yet you know cold. You say you've been cold? Do you know what to do to relieve so much pain of burning from deep down that drives you insane? Your ears and your hands, right into your toes, a child who's been cold on the prairie will know. Of all those memories we share when we're old, none are more clear than that hard, bitter cold. You'll not find among us a soul who can say, I've conquered the wind on a cold winter's day. If you're not from the prairie, you don't know the cold. You've never been cold. If you're not from the prairie, you don't know me. You just can't know me. You see, my hair's mostly wind, my eyes filled with grit, my skin's red or brown, my lips chapped and split. I've lain on the prairie and heard grasses sigh. I've stared at the vast open bowl of the sky. I've seen all those castles and faces and clouds. My home is the prairie, and I cry out loud. If you're not from the prairie, you can't know my soul. You don't know our blizzards, you've not fought our cold. You can't know my mind or even my heart, unless deep within you there's somehow a part of these things that I've said that I know, the wind, sky, and earth, the storms and the snow. Best say you have, and then we'll be one, for we will have shared that same blazing sun. And that's the story. So, thank you, and God bless you. Bye for now.